The secret to learning anything you possibly could on the drums is just to use a metronome. While it's easy to just say use a metronome, it's a bit more difficult to actually know how to use a metronome and what to actually do with it. Metronomes, they're just things that click. I mean, you could just play drums with the click and try be better and try learn stuff that way. There are a few things you can do with a metronome that make learning things on the drums way easier. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 methods that I use when I learn patterns, drum grooves, drum fills with the metronome. I'll show you how I do it, what I do, and I'll try explain to you what you can do to learn some things on the drums and make it a bit easier for yourself. For the sake of this video, I'm going to give you the pattern right, left, left, kick. It's going to be an accent on the right, it's going to be 2 ghost notes on the left, and it's going to be a kick. That's 3 on the hands, 1 on the feet. This is like a really common drum pattern that most intermediate to advanced drummers know about, so it's easy to get a grasp on. So I'm just going to use this linear pattern as an example for everything I'm going to show you. So the first method I'm going to show you with the metronome is if you are learning a new pattern. Let's say you get this pattern, right, left, left, kick, and you don't know how to play it yet, or you can't play it fast, you can't play it cleanly. What you need to do is pull out a metronome and put it at a really low, comfortable BPM. So let's say 60. 60 BPM is not fast. If you play something to a metronome that's beeping at that speed, it is really easy to just lay out on the drums and feel it out. So that is the first thing you need to do, is loop the pattern over and over at that speed on the drum kit. Here's an example of me playing right, left, left, kick at 60 BPM. What that's going to do is it's going to develop your muscle memory. What muscle memory is your body does something so often that the more you do it, the more your body just goes on autopilot. Think about how you walk on the street. Do any of us think about walking? Not at all. It's because we've been walking our whole lives and our muscle memory just knows what to do. It's the same with drums. It's a very muscle memory dominant instrument. So this is how you learn things, and you practice them, you drill them into your body, and you say, listen, arms and legs, you're going to do this over and over and you're going to get good at it, and then I'm not going to have to think about it anymore. And that's basically how you get faster on the drum kit. So once you play that at 60 BPM for a few minutes and it's starting to feel comfortable, what you need to do is just raise the tempo by like this much. Not much at all. So I'm going to raise the tempo here to 65 BPM. So I've only gone up 5 beats, and what you're going to notice is it doesn't even sound different. 60 BPM and 65 BPM sound pretty much the same almost. So here it is. I'll play it and then just listen, see how much it doesn't sound different, and then I will get back to you on why you should do this after this clip. Cool, so the reason we only bump up the metronome this much is because there is no difference, and if there is no difference, it's easier to increase the speed. Going from 60 BPM to 65 BPM should be easy for anyone. But what you need to do now, you need to play the pattern at the initial slow BPM, which was 60, and play it for, let's say, 3 minutes. Put 3 minutes on a clock, time yourself, after 3 minutes, stop. Then do another 3 minutes of 65. What's going to happen is you're going to get this much faster in about 6 minutes because you went 3 minutes, 3 minutes, but you're not even going to notice that you got faster. If you do this a few times every day and you stick to it rigidly, you're going to go from day 1, 60 BPM, day 2, you could maybe get to 70 BPM really comfortably, and then day 50, you're going to be at 200 BPM because you structured your practice like that, going incrementally with the metronome, and it just makes it way more manageable to get faster, and you can visualize and write down how much faster you're actually getting. And this is like one of my favorite practice tools. It is what I do for all patterns that I learn. Start slow with the metronome, increase it by this much every few minutes or so, and by 10 days in, you're going to be shredding that thing on the drums. Now that you've got the muscle memory ingrained in your body, the next thing to do is apply this pattern some way. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play one bar of a groove and then one bar of a fill. And I'm just going to loop it like that. But I don't want to do it as fast as I got it with the metronome earlier. I want to bring it way back down, because another good practice tool is to play at different tempos, but never stay as fast as ever. Just keep going slow, fast, You'll start to feel it at different speeds. So here it is. I'll play one bar of groove, one bar of this pattern, and then I'll increase the tempo as I keep practicing that. Another thing you could do while you keep that metronome clicking is you can orchestrate this pattern differently around the drums. What does orchestrate mean? It just means you're not playing it in the same place. You're playing it at different parts. Same sticking, right, left, kick, but you're going to play it on each different tom, cymbal, anywhere. Just be as creative as you can think of, but keep that click going. You could also do this by starting slowly and then speeding it up like you did earlier, but now do it around the drums in different ways. Then the final thing you can do to practice a pattern, and this is what I will always do towards the end of it when I feel like I'm pretty good at this, I can do this now, is to play the pattern in open play. So don't play it over and over and over. That's actually kind of easy. It helps to try and incorporate it within kind of an improvisational way. So you're playing random things that are just coming out of your head, and then you drop that pattern in there as well and see what it sounds like and see if you can play it cleanly and comfortably. If you can't, you need to go back to the first two methods, but this is a good way to finally nail that pattern and to kind of show you that you know this and you can apply it to musical contexts. So I'll improvise with this pattern at a slow BPM, and then I'll play a clip of me improvising with it at a fast BPM. Just note, I didn't practice this, so you're going to see a few mistakes, but this is what practicing looks like on the drums. Don't think it needs to be perfect. Kind of just push yourself and see what happens. But remember to just keep that click going. So yep, that is the biggest secret weapon to learning anything on the drums. It is just to use a metronome. The metronome is not only the best thing to have to keep time while playing constantly, but it's a really good tool to learn things with and to increase your speed without even realizing that you're getting faster every day. So yeah, that's all we're going to talk about in the lesson today. I just wanted to let you know that I have a Patreon page. If you like all of my videos where I don't talk, I just put grooves and I slow them down, speed them up, and then you just go with it. I put all those PDFs in my Patreon so that you can print them and you have all of them on one page to sit with at a music stand and practice. I have no extra content on there. This is just to make it convenient to learn those while you're at the drum kit. Thanks guys. I'll see you in the next one.